Next is a morning walk conversation with His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on July 14, 1975 in Philadelphia.
In America there is no sufficient man to live in all these places. Cut, clear it and make cottages and utilize the land for producing. There is no sufficient man. Where there is overpopulation, why not invite them to come here? That there is not. Has given sufficient land for all the people, but we have made artificial national area. Will not allow.
In India, this would all be utilized for
Huh?
living. In India, this would all be utilized for living.
Yeah, these places also should be allowed to the people who are overpopulated. No visa, no immigration. The whole world is simply mismanaged for want of Krishna consciousness. Pramatta. The word used, pramatta, mad. Nunam pramatta kurute vikarma. All people mad and engaged in misdeeds. Only for sense getting. It's wrong.
I don't know, Srila Prabhupada. Now it's just used for garbage.
Hmm?
Now it is just used for garbage.
Like this jungle?
Yes.
Yeah.
All along this creek is a forest like this. This has been done in Philadelphia, all along the river, and this huge area of land has been set aside. This is like this. No one can use it except to take walks.
The question that I wrote to Srila Prabhupada, the answer Prabhupada gave me was that the cells and the cells in the body and the Jivatma that resides in the heart, they are different living entities. But my understanding was directed to the relationship between the two, the Jivatma in the cells and the Jivatma in the heart. How they are related, how they
are separate, I think.
But it looks like though in the material body, one cannot exist without another. They look like interdependent.
That may be, but it's still there individual.
When the jiva and the heart dies, then all the other cells in the body also have to die.
No.
No, they don't. When the body decays, everything doesn't.
No.
No.
In dead body, so many germs come out.
Oh.
Out.
But that is different though. When a body dies, then there are many
living entities within the body. They come out. Hundreds and thousands. They have not died. Suppose in this jungle there are so many living entities. If I die, what has got to do with them?
But science tries to understand what is life, and in order to do that, they just want to understand what is self. Because science tries to understand what is life. But in order to do that, they just want to study what is a cell, because cells are the smallest living units of life. That is their understanding. So once they understand what a cell is, then they know what life is. That is their aim. So if the cells and the Jivatma within the heart, they are different, and they are independent, then they cannot conceive of just having a Jivatma in the heart.
That particular Jivatma who has been given this body, he is living in the heart.
According to the scientists, our body is made up of little cells, just like a brick wall is made up of so many individual bricks. Each in one piece of skin.
That is all right. That is body. Just like I live in a house. The house is made of so many bricks, but I am not brick.
But they say that
They say they are foolish. We always say. Because I am living in a house consisting of so many bricks, it does not mean that I am brick.
But is each cell an individual living entity? Is each cell an individual living entity?
That I do not know. What do you mean by cell? But there are many living entities within this body. That we know.
That is different from the concept of cell, because there are many living entities like
But the
germs.
concept of the cell is just like bricks. Matter and spirit, two things are there.
But they are saying,
Either it must be matter or it must be spirit.
But it seems that the scientists, they can take some skin from your body, and by putting in different solutions can keep that skin itself alive for such a long time. They have taken the heart of a chicken out of the chicken's body and then kept it beating for so many hours, even though that heart was away from the main chicken. Well, they take some other tissue and keep it alive. So they say that each cell is an individual living being.
So we have no objection.
That is all right. So there's a spirit soul and everything.
No.
It's all right.
All right or not right, I don't say. But if they say like that, we have no objection.
so the understanding to find out what life is, just to study what a cell is. That is there. They say that cells are composed of these
What is
molecules.
the position of the cells when the man dies?
Cells are dead.
Huh?
The cells, they compose the body, they are dead. There may be new living entities coming from different parts, but the cell that compose the human body is dead. They cannot reproduce anymore.
What is your proposal? The cell is life.
Yeah.
So, can you develop life from the cells? As you said that you take the skin and take the cells and develop into life.
That's called culturing of the cells.
That's all right. Whether you have done it.
No, they have that process called clotting.
No, this is
something else.
This is a culture. That means take a cell from living tissue and you culture it and you supply the sufficient nutrients. Then theoretically they will grow forever. They will divide.
So they will grow to a human being?
Not a human being, but the cells just divide.
An ant?
No.
Then what is it?
but the cells still alive.
According to the scientists.
But you say that as soon as the man dies, they also die.
That is what my question arose, how the relationship between the Jivatma in the cells and the Jivatma
If the cells are living entities, then why do they not remain? Just like other living entities, they remain in the body and they come out. Even the man who has died, he is not there, but the other living entities are there.
So it seems that the cells are not independent. They are somehow controlled by the Jivatma, or of course Paramatma is controlling everything. But at the same time, the cells that compose the body of living body, it seems that they are not independent. They are dependent.
Because maybe. So, but what about you are cultivating living entities from the cells?
Yeah, that can be done. That they have already done.
That can be done, you say everything, but you never done.
No, they call it, you know that? They call it cloning?
Cloning is a different process.
Different process?
Yeah. Cloning is just they take the life genes from different species. They just together and form a new species. Or hybrids of different living entities.
Scientists say that the cells reproduce not by mating, but by splitting in half. They divide.
That is possible.
But once Srila Prabhupada told us though that I am in the heart, and it is a small
I
heart.
am an individual.
Yes.
So that is my position. I live in the heart and I go out. Other living entities may remain there.
When a heart is transplanted, does the soul stay in the heart?
Yes.
Yeah, that is also different aspect. But I want to clarify another that Prabhupada told us that compared with the cells, I am a little bigger God, but the cells are smaller. It's like we are serving. We are serving spiritual master. Similarly, the cells are serving. They have no choice.
Yeah.
And they are.
Very good idea. Yeah.
So similarly, we are discussing with the Bhaktivedanta Prabhu one day about I think he was giving a nice example that in a kingdom where the king stays, just like Srila Prabhupada's example, living in an apartment. Srila Prabhupada and the disciples and many other living entities stay in the same apartment. But a person or an individual who knows his position is to serve the order of the head of the apartment. But somehow if somebody doesn't follow, he just goes away from the apartment. Right? So Bhagavan was asking, what is the use of that? So similarly, when the cells, we can take out from one part of the body, we can culture it. But what is the use? It produces, but it actually is not really behaving as it should. There's no value.
Yeah, they're just like machine parts. Parts and parcels, they are helping the whole machine work.
About the Gurudas Prabhu's that point, when heart transplant, the soul stays in the subtle body.
Yes.
Is that sound?
Yes. Soul is always staying in the subtle body.
Yeah.
And the subtle body is left when he goes to God, or kingdom of.
One thing I'm trying to understand is how is it that the soul wants different things and then the material body acts according to the desires of the soul. So there is a cause and there is an effect. Normally, we all are cause and effect. We see one material thing causing another material thing to happen. But how is it that spirit causes? What is the connection that spirit causes matter to do so many things? The spirit is manipulating the matter. How? How is that contact there?
Contact. He is already in contact. you are in the material body, you are already in contact.
But I don't understand how that contact is working.
Contact is working under the direction of God. The individual soul desires, and God arranges to fulfill his desire with the help of Prakriti.
So when I want to move my hand, when I want to move this hand, so I will to move my hand, actually there has to be God involved in that action, otherwise this hand won't move.
Paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
When your hand is paralyzed, what you can do?
So actually I don't directly do anything with matter. It's all Krishna is doing everything with the matter.
Yeah.
Also I heard that also in every act of, like if I want to blink my eyelid, also there's a demigod. What is the necessity of so many demigods? Why can't Krishna directly?
That's how you can know. You are not the director. The director knows how many assistants he requires. You cannot know. You are under the direction. You are not director. Not a mechanic, he cannot understand why there are so many parts in the motor car. He's a fool, he doesn't know. But a mechanic knows that these things are required.
If the soul cannot be burnt, why does the desire to be burnt in the material world there? If the soul cannot be burnt, why is the desire to be burnt in the material world there?
Burnt.
Burnt, drowned, destroyed.
He's not destroyed. When this body cannot work anymore, because this body is machine, the machine, if it does not move, then you have to change another machine.
Desire is actually not burned, it is just changed. The desire is changed. So, for a higher purpose, if you have a choice between the several desires, you just change the desire from one to another.
No, it's the same example. Just like in a motor car, you desire to go this side, but the machine is stopped, so you have to accept another motor car. It is like that, to fulfill your desire. After all, it is a machine. Machine is matter. So, it has got a time to work. When it is not working, then you change to another machine to fulfill your desire.
God, Krishna desires the motor car to turn right. What makes the car turn left? Krishna desires the motor car to turn right.
Not Krishna desire, you desire. Krishna helps you. Krishna desires you give up all this nonsense and surrender to him. Only he desires that. But if you don't do, he desires so many things.
It remains a mystery to great thinkers that though the soul is pure by nature, transcendental, but somehow it is trapped in a subtle and gross body. And so
because he desires. Krishna Bhuliyaji Bhagavan Chakra. When he wants to enjoy this material world, in the spiritual world, there is only one enjoyer. And in the material world, everyone is an enjoyer. He is planning in his own way how to enjoy. That is material. In the spiritual world, the end is Krishna, and all others is helping in his enjoyment. In the material world, everyone is thinking I am enjoyed, and is planning in his own way.
But modern philosophy is teaching that the forces of greed and lust and these things are greater than that. And actually, this concept that we are eternal, full of knowledge and bliss They can't accept that or understand that. They're thinking that the powers of evil are much greater. We're just controlled by
Therefore they are fools. When a man's lusty desire is very strong, he commits what is called rape. And he becomes complicated in criminal activity. Kama esha, krodha esha, rajaguna samudbhava. Why one is forced to do that? The cause is lusty desire, anger, greediness. So we are thinking we are master of this material world, but actually we are servant of this desire, kam, krodh, lobh, moha. And that is Maya. He is acting as servant, but he is thinking I am master. That is Maya, which is not the fact. Just like yesterday we were discussing that the women, they are acting as an instrument of man and they are thinking we have equal rights. The man is utilizing her for her own purpose, for his own purpose, and she is thinking I am equal.
I think you really surprised them when you told them that this women's liberation is just a trick by the men. Just to increase the class of prostitutes, available prostitutes.
Free prostitutes. If you go to a prostitute, you have to pay. Here they have arranged in such a way, the free prostitute loitering on the street and you can enjoy it. This is their plan. They are rendered into beggar and they are thinking equal rights.